Today I'm going to be showing you guys my best take on the brand new Final Fantasy summon, Leviathan. And the results, they were pretty good. Alright guys, we got such a fun list for you today that I've been working on for quite some time, building around a very tricky card that's tough as heck to build around. It's the Summon Leviathan from Final Fantasy. This card is really cool. It's a 6 mana creature. It's a 6/6 body with Ward 2. But what makes this interesting is when it enters, it returns all creatures that are not of these certain types. There's a handful on here. We won't go through all of them, but basically we're going to be focusing today on Leviathan and Serpent. Those are our two plays here because we've also got Coma. Coma is a serpent that also generates a lot more serpents if it's able to attack into the opponent. Now, both of these creatures are very expensive, and the Leviathan isn't super great to just play on your turn because you bounce everything back to your opponent's hand. They probably bring out some blockers the following turn or replay some of their spells, and then you can't really attack through to draw those extra cards. So what's really nice is you play it with Smuggler Surprise at instant speed, and you get both the Leviathan and the Serpent down at the exact same time. And then what happens is you can also give them indestructibility if you want, if you have that extra mana to use. If not, no worries. Both of them have a lot of ward, and you can play them on the end step of your opponent's turn. And then you can follow it up with on tapping and holding something like a 3 steps ahead, which, by the way, if you copy the Leviathan with it, it's even better because then you send everything back once again. Even if they try to rebuild their board state, you just send it all right back to their hand, and then you tack in again for lethal. The rest of the deck is essentially just a control deck to get you there. You're going to need at least, a couple of turns. You got to get to 6 mana, which sometimes is pretty tough, but right now, standard with the new bans, it's been actually pretty easy to do that. But we do have to make sure we control the board. So we've of course got things like Day of Judgment to sweep the board, which is really kind of why we're in the colors of white as well. We've also got Joint Exploration for instant speed, mana ramp, extra card advantage, things like that. So super fun deck, guys, and it's a very annoying thing to happen to it if you're the opponent, of course, and you get kind of locked out of the game. So hope you guys enjoy these games. The last couple were probably the better of the video, the last two, so stick around for that, and we'll see you at the end. Peace out. All right, guys, here we go. Today we're going to be playing some Leviathan and some Serpents, and our hand here looks actually really good. We got nice little removal here on 2, and then also a lot of ramp into the Coma, which is what I just did in the last game, and it was fire. All right, they temple though for a scry. That's fine. Another Joint Exploration. These could be really good if I hit land drops, but I'm going to need to hit those land drops off the top here with the scrying in order for them to really work out. So let's hope we can get those hits there on the scry 2s. Ghost Vacuum. We're not worried about that at all. That's a pretty irrelevant spell against us. Let's hope they're not able to pay the Ward 4 for the Coma, though, once it comes down. I really hope we could just get like a Smuggler Surprise. That'd be nice. You know what? I'm gonna get the stock up on top here. I think that's fine. It can find me another land here, and potentially the Smuggler Surprise would be nice too. I got the land, and another stock up, I guess, is good. All right, so be it. So be it. And the opponent looking to exile some cards from my graveyard, totally fine. There are no creatures in there right now, right? Yeah, that's the Ghost Vacuum is gonna be pretty irrelevant for them. I do have Get Lost here on a creature if they want to drop like a Shieldred or something here, or like a Dross. It is a Beseech the Mirror. Wow, okay. Okay, pal. What did they grab? They can grab literally any card from their entire deck. I'm very curious to know what that card was. Guess we keep grabbing stock ups and more land. Why not? Why not? All right, we're gonna Joint Exploration here, hopefully setting up the top deck to be a Smuggler Surprise. That'd be really great. But again, though, Smuggler Surprise is really awesome to flash these Comas in, but I really would like to get a Leviathan as well. All right, they didn't play whatever spell they went and searched up purposefully, so that's good. Must have not been that good of a spell. Land. It is land. Perfect. Now we're in Coma territory. 3, 6, 7. Yeah, we can play the Coma if we want. I don't think I do, though. I think I want to flash it in, minimize the chances of them being able to deal with it. Oh, come on, man. These draws have been terrible. Did we get a land drop this turn yet? I don't think we did. Should probably consider getting a land, and then I guess Get Lost is probably the better bet. Surveil, that's not what we want. All right, I guess let's go ahead and threaten their graveyard here. You never know, they might be a reanimation deck, but I would imagine they would have played something by now to give us that sort of indicator. So I doubt it. See what happens. Might have been a smarter move just to play the Coma straight up there. They only have 4 mana open, so to deal with it would have been really tough for them. It does have Ward 4 built into it, so I really wish they'd do something here. It's really giving me the feeling that the opponent is on basically an entire hand of kill spells, which not what you really want to see. I'm so nervous, guys. I don't think I could pull the trigger on these Comas. There we go. That makes me feel a lot better. Past the turn, we're gonna just activate that for the full pull. Let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So it's 4 5 6 7 8. Oh, I can't do the mill and give indestructibility for the turn. All right, I'm gonna have to wait one more turn, unfortunately. One more turn and then we'll play it. That's okay. That's okay. We're setting up for a big one here, guys. Setting up for a big one. Give me a Leviathan. Okay. Not what we needed, but it's okay. Everything gains that indestructibility. I'm gonna mill a bunch of cards, which should find me the Leviathan. What a lame game this is turning into, though, huh? Just a big staring contest. The opponent not doing anything at the moment. And Leviathan, let's go. We got the Leviathan. We'll take the land too, why not? And we'll play out both of these. Both of which have hexproof and indestructibility till the next turn. So the opponent cannot target anything. They could have a Sheoldred's Edict, though. You never know. Really wish I could have had a counterspell in hand, though, you know, to try to safeguard. Oh my gosh, of course they had it. Of course they had it. And they grabbed the Leviathan from us off the vacuum. Fair enough. Another smuggler surprise. Let's go. And does it land? It does have Ward 4. Oh yeah, that's all we needed right there. That's all we needed. We got a ton of serpents off of that. And not to mention we have another smuggler surprise. So that'll do it, man. I don't see how the opponent's gonna... Yeah, I don't see how they're gonna come back from that. A Sheoldred's Edict was kind of a crazy pull, though. What a boring first game, though. GG. All right, we got a pretty good looking hand with this one. We're gonna keep this. We get to go first, too. Lovely. Little Surveil here to start things off. Joint Exploration to do some ramping into our Coma, hopefully. Or even better, just a Smuggler Surprise would be nice. All right, I don't plan on playing any of the explorations unless I'm ramping, ideally. So let's see what happens. Okay, opponent doesn't play anything. I did find a Leviathan. Let's go. All right, we have Flood Maw in case they do anything ridiculous here. Okay, so they're self-milling. So having the Lantern will be helpful in this matchup. So if we find an opportunity to grab a Lantern, we will do so. Okay, all right. I have a really weird feeling the opponent's gonna do something with Omniscience still. I've been seeing some crazy people playing Omniscience still with some really weird combos. I'm guessing this is gonna be like a Soul Tie sort of version. This land actually could be very helpful because they might have some counter spells later that I don't want them to use. All right, I'm gonna elect to play Stock Up over the Joint Exploration this time. Excuse me. And that is why I wanted to make sure I got, you know, my game ending pieces here, which I did. Sorry, guys. I think I'm getting a little bit sick again. Doesn't feel very good. Throat is sore. Everybody in the house has a sore throat at the moment. So, all right. And they tap out, which does make things a little bit tempting here to play the Smuggler Surprise next turn. But I think I'd rather play it when I can use this to tap to not be countered. Well, I guess, yeah, because I'd like to use it on their turn. They're gonna untap. There's a chance that they could have a counter spell, so let's just pass the turn. All right, joint exploration, and we do get a land. I need to put that at the bottom. All right, and then we joint exploration one more time, try to hit one more land, which will allow me to tap the village, keeping, you know, intact our smuggler surprise from any sort of counter spells. That will work just fine. Here we go. Do we feel a counter spell here? I mean, it could just be blast zone sitting out there. Could be a lot of things. Leviathan can go. I need a land. I need a land. Oh, we missed the land drop. Come on, land off the top. Yes. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Okay, so I have options here, guys. I have a lot of options potentially. I could use the smuggler surprise ability to essentially give all my creatures indestructibility if they tap out. If they don't tap out, I'm gonna have to use this land here to guarantee that we don't get countered on this play. I really don't like the fact that I don't have a lantern for them, and then B, I don't like the fact that I don't have a counter spell, because once I resolve this, I'm gonna want my 3 steps ahead to follow up with. Surely they have something to reanimate. Nothing that they like. I'm starting to think that this opponent's actually running Oculus. All right, so they don't have the ward. They don't have the ward payment to deal with the coma, but they still could blow up the Leviathan. And they might be another opponent here that has Shieldred's Edict as well, which would be pretty bad. But we're gonna give this a try. Is that right? Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wow, I can't actually do it. Oh, I messed up, guys. I completely messed up. I was 1 mana short. I was 1 mana short. All right, well, I guess it doesn't change the fact that I would have probably had to wait another turn anyways, but yeah, that's annoying. I miscalculated. I thought when you played the 1 blue and you tap this, you at least got 1 mana out of it as well, but you don't. So it requires 2 mana to be consumed here for this to work out. It's fine. It works out either way. It's just I miscalculated that. This is the first time I've ever used this land, so bear with me here. Let's try this again. But the opponent does have a lot more mana to work with this time around, so expect removal spells potentially to hit the Leviathan. I hope not, but you never know. Let's see. Everything gets sent back. I mean, unless these are... Okay, they're fairy rogues. We're good. They're not like merfolks or anything funny here. Fairy merfolks. What's the plan here? I think giving them indestructibility was probably in the long run the better play than trying to make them uncounterable, because I don't think they have a counter spell, but you never know, man. You just never know. You got to be really careful on how you do this. All right, so they send back the coma. Because a simple counter spell would have blown up my entire game, which would have been really, really bad. All right, we draw a card. Another Smuggler Surprise is nice. I will say that is nice because I can play it and I can mill myself out for 2 and grab maybe another Leviathan here. I'm going to go for it without, you know, worrying about the counterspell this time. The opponent looks like they're going to reanimate a Natali here. I kind of hope they kill my Leviathan. That'd be pretty awesome. Well, actually, it wouldn't be awesome. I was going to say I could bring it back with this, but I can't. It actually only gives me cards that it mills out itself. Sorry, I'm misunderstanding a lot of my cards right now. My bad. This deck is fairly new to me. So they hit a joint exploration. Are they going to pay the kicker? They can't. That's green. And then they hit a Kiora. Okay, they don't understand that they can just play it without the kicker here, I guess. There they go. Oh man, they're drawing a lot of cards. A lot of cards. It is pretty interesting that Atali is one of their reanimation targets here when they only run blue and black, which means that if I bounce it here with my Leviathan again, if I get another Leviathan, they're gonna be in trouble. All right, opponent, we got to decide here on the top card here. Do you like it or do you not like it? It's pretty simple. All right, they scry to the top. They end up liking it. All right, and then here comes the Kiora, which is going to draw and discard as well, though. So they're going to get a lot of extra cards here. Holy cow. A lot of card draw on that play. And that is a Merfolk, isn't it? It sure is. That's not going to get bounced if I find another Leviathan. But I do have the Flood Maw, so I'll just bounce it and attack in that way. That's annoying. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Do your thing. Let me do this now in case they end up milling out one of my Leviathans here. I'm going to just go for it. They're tapped out, so... But then again, if they hit something on their end that I want to bounce... Yeah, let's just wait. Let's just wait. They might hit something I want to bounce. Okay, sure. I mean, you can't target it. It's got Ward too. Man, this opponent's taking a very long time for these turns. Founding of the third path. Are we just gonna mill myself or yourself out? Oh no, they get a free spell. They're gonna use this. Yeah, okay. And they pull back another spell. They're only at 20 cards left in their deck. They are potentially in a position to mill themselves out. All right, let's go for it. Leviathan. We missed. We missed the Leviathan. Shoot. That's fine though. Take a blue land and a green land, and we'll play the Coma for free. And we will... I guess let's go look for some stuff first before I make a decision on how I want to handle this turn. Another Coma's cool, but I think I'm going to take this and this. Okay, first things first. Get this down. Let's exile you. It doesn't matter. I'm going to exile the whole graveyard more than likely. All right, and then we're going to Flood Maw this back to their hand. Okay, and then we're going to destroy the Atali. I don't think it would have mattered how I did that, but it is what it is. All right, and then we send this in, draw a card off the Leviathan trigger, and now we've got all these serpents. We're looking really good. I can't counter anything, though, unfortunately, but I can exile their graveyard. They're probably going to choose me to mill. Oh, they don't. Wow. That is surprising. Yeah, I mean, you see the lantern, right? This game is probably over. Yeah, we're definitely going to just sacrifice that. Take out your whole graveyard here. Don't know what you're going to do now, but have at it. Discard a card? Sure. So with only 2, 4, 6 mana open, no graveyard, what are you going to do to stop all of these serpents coming through? Probably nothing, right? I've got a counter spell, but I can't play it right now to protect anything. But the Coma does have built-in Ward 4, so I don't think they're going to have an answer here. They can only use one of the abilities on that now because they didn't have the Descend 8 on it anymore. Love that for us. Not enough. Simply not enough. All right, I mean, it's a matter of time before the opponent concedes. Another weird game, though, for sure. I definitely didn't play this to my best abilities, and we still haven't gotten a perfect hit with the Smuggler Surprise. I'd like to get a perfect hit where we get the Leviathan and the Serpent out, and then we have a counter spell to hold to protect everything. I've gotten it before. It feels really good when it happens. All right, guys, I just played 2 more games, 2 that you're not going to see. The first one conceded almost instantaneously, and then as I was explaining to you guys that I played a game, and you're not going to see it because there was no game to have. The opponent played a Rakdos land while I was talking. I played a Soul Guided Lantern. I'm assuming they were Rakdos Reanimator. They instant scooped as well. So if you guys are running Soul Guide Lantern, you can get some instant wins pretty fast with that. I've had that experience quite a bit lately. All right, we've got a really, really potentially busted hand here. As long as we can find like a stock up here, like a ramp spell, I feel like this is going to be the game, guys. This is going to be the game. It's mono white though, which is actually not bad because they could be running a lot of sweepers and control-y type stuff. And there's a chance here that I can just give everything indestructibility for the turn, counter the next turn, and win the game. Pretty straightforward. I mean, we got 2 of these. Why not? Why not? I guess the opponent could Soul Guide Lantern us. I guess that's why not. Just realized that. Let's grab you and hope the opponent is kind enough to let us have it. They are. I guess they can't respond to that, huh? All right, pass the turn. I'm surprised I haven't seen anything played yet, though. I was expecting like Caretaker's Talents, maybe a Planeswalker or something. I guess Planeswalkers wouldn't be until at least this turn. Is it an Elspeth? Could be Ugin deck too, though. An Ugin deck would be pretty bad. Oh, okay. Bandit's Talent. What is that about? Are we reanimating something from the graveyard later? Like, are we doing an Omniscience and we just don't have blue? Like, what are we doing? We do need a land, I think. And then I guess Joint Exploration is fine. And we end the turn. I guess we'll drop off, I don't know, Floodmaw or Day of Judgment. I want to keep my lands. I kind of want to keep those. Day of Judgment. I don't think we're going to need a sweeper here. I may end up regretting that. I really might, but we'll see. I will be playing the Joint Exploration, though, to hopefully dig out that Coma. If we can find the Coma, this is going to be GG's. I guess I can wait to play it, though, because I would like to give my creatures indestructibility and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to wait to play the Smuggler Surprise, not next turn, but the following turn. Yeah, the following turn. So we can wait to do the Joint Exploration thing. Might as well, right? They've got a Lantern. Let's also drop a Lantern. Because why not? I really don't know what's the deal with these opponents that I've been having today, man. You got the insta-scoops all over the place, and now you've got opponents that are just literally holding on to cards and just playing lands and passing a turn every time. Makes for not as exciting of games, you know what I mean? Pretty weird day. There we go. We got something. We got something. We got tokens. That's a defender. It can't really attack into us, so we're fine there. All right, cool. At least we see something from the opponent here. And again, they don't have any blue. I'm not really too concerned about a whole lot of things here. Counter spells aren't important, so the village is not necessary. There we go. There we go, dude. Just like that. Just like that. This is what we call a god tier hand, guys. This right here is the god tier hand. Because we give our creatures the indestructibility and everything this turn. Oh, this is going to be so good. And then they can't answer, right? We on-tap. We start our turn. They try to answer. We counter it with 3 steps ahead. It's going to be nice. It is literally exactly what we were designed to do with this deck, is this perfect curve out right here. Soul Guide Lantern, sure. Man, I don't know what's up with my game. It feels like there's a bit of a lag to the game today. I don't know what's going on, but... All right. That's fine. All right, guys. You want to see our opponent's worst possible nightmare? Here we go. We're going to give everything indestructibility and hexproof. We're going to put both our Leviathan and our Coma on the battlefield at the same time. Everything gets bounced. It's going to be beautiful. They can't do anything about it either. Hexproof, indestructibility. So even if they have the Day of Judgment, I guess there is one thing they could do about this, and that would be Sunfall. Nope, not good enough. Not good enough, man. Not gonna lie, that as fast as they pulled the trigger on that, I thought for sure it was Sunfall and I was gonna cry, but no need to cry today. The proper response to everything would have been to play that on the end step. I definitely should have done that, but It's fine. We're fine. I should have just taken the damage from the tokens. I was trying to mitigate any damage, but on second thought, it was probably pretty wise to just take that hit there and then play on the end step. Sure, draw a card. I'm sure you're thinking your next spell is going to do the trick, your little sweeper you got there, but we've got the counter spell, pal. We've got the counter spells, I should say. Double counter spells. End the turn. Yes, sir. We've got the coma going off with the serpents. Dude, this is so good. This is so good, dude. All right. A card draw. That's fine. And there's the Ultima, where they think they've got us. They have no idea. I mean, might as well, right? Let's do the full gambit. Let's do the full gambit here. GG's, man. GG's. We were about to draw our entire deck that next turn too, which is kind of crazy. That was awesome. All right, we're going first. Our hand doesn't have any blue mana in it, though. We do have the ability to go Day of Judgment and get lost pretty soon. I'm going to mulligan, though. I think we can do better, and we do a little bit better, I think. Joint Exploration is out of here. Give me a white source. I'll take it. We got stock up. We got Joint Exploration. We can make this work. And it's mono red. Oh, it's not. Ooh, this is going to be an Oculus build, which means their graveyard is pretty important to them. Let's go. Soul Guide Lantern for the win, baby. All right. And they put one counter there. That's fine. I could bounce it, but you know why? Why would we do that? Let's wait. We might need to bounce an Oculus. You never know. Day of Judgment's pretty solid. Yeah, let's leave myself the option of the stock up, but I'm sorry, the Flood Maw. So I can play the Joint Exploration more than likely here, but... And we got another Mako, sure. I've got Day of Judgment, but I don't have double white sources anytime soon, which... is a little bit of an issue. Oh boy, I need a white source. Come on, give me a white source. It's a land, I guess, you know, land is important. I mean, should I just bounce the Mako just to keep it from hitting us for a lot of damage here? It is kind of a lot of damage. Okay, they spread the love here, though, with the other Mako. That's good. Making it less, you know, less valuable for me to bounce it, but I still think we do bounce it. Hard to say, man. Hard to say if that's the right call. Ooh, there we go. We got a white source. I need that. I'll probably take another one of these. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Another stock up next turn. Try to get both of my Leviathan and Serpents into my hand, and we've got the surprise, so... It's possible, man. It's possible we can win this thing. It's just the opponent's moving pretty quick here, and I don't have another white source. I could have taken another white source there off the top, but I chose not to so I can get another stock up. Pretty greedy of me, to be honest. All right. I like that we're going to get lost there. That is helpful. White source and another stock up. Let's go. Let's hold, I think, the get lost. Or are we concerned about this next attack? I don't think I'm too concerned about it, but they might be able to get a double attack here off the fear of missing out. So let's be smart. Let's be wise about this. I guess I could have always just exiled their graveyard in response if they did get double the attacks, but... All right. I honestly just might hang on to my get lost because I don't think I'm going to take too much damage here. They did just draw a bunch of cards actually though off the Dragon Storm. So they're going to pump something up here and they might get this big enough. Not quite. Not quite. Is that fine? I don't know. Is that fine? I think so. Yeah, I think that's okay. That's gonna make this less, you know, available for them to use for the double of the attacks. And they pump up the Mako, sure. And sure. All right, let's just kill this one. That seems fine. It's a tricky game, man. This one's a little bit of a tricky game. There you go, the attack, and we're down to 7. Okay. Whew. I could take a little bit of a risk here and use my stock up to maybe go try to find another land. Oops, sorry. Or I could do this. Go find some land. What if I miss, though? That's the thing, right? What if you miss? You got the guaranteed, you know, decision here, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it. That's tough, though. I was hoping I could get some more value out of that turn, but I just can't risk it, man. A stock up, and if I miss a land drop or like milling myself out and missing a land, could have been horrible. All right, I may exile their graveyard here now. The fear of missing out is all dialed in now. All right, more land. Nothing super dangerous. They're gonna do the Soul Cauldron and all that stuff, I'm imagining. All right, they hit a land off of that. I really, really want to use this Soul Guided Lantern to draw a card, but it's really not smart. I should definitely be looking to exile the graveyard at, you know, at some point in this game. So for now we let it be. Leviathan. Ooh, wait a minute now. Oh, wait a minute now. Oh, what if we just flash into the Leviathan with the Smuggler Surprise? Or is that not smart? Dude, what if we miss on the stock up? Like, the Leviathan is the guaranteed hit, right? It's the guaranteed safest option. But at the same time, it's like... it's only 6 damage and then it's going to leave the battlefield. You know what I mean? That's tough. That's really tough. That's really, really tough. Wow, I'm surprised they didn't put that into their graveyard and try to hit it with the Soul Guided Lantern or the Soul Cauldron. All right, here we go. We're going to do this. Get the Leviathan into play. I don't think they're going to have an answer for this. As a red and blue player, their best bet here is going to have like a, what is it, a Flood Maw? I guess that would be their best bet. And if they put it back into my hand, it's really not that big a deal. Not that big a deal at all. Okay. They do give their fear missing out the ability to fling itself here for 4 damage. Are they going to take that offer, though? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to respond to the Soul Cauldron here and exile their graveyard because I can't afford for them to get another 1/1 counter onto the fear missing out. Because if they do, it can fling for 5, and that's a little bit more than 4, and I already don't know how I feel about the 4, you know what I mean? Cool, cool, cool. Please find me something good. Please find me something spicy. I need that. And I definitely think I want this. Or should I go Leviathan number 2 here and send everything back to their hand again? No, I don't think so. I think I should take this. Okay. That will work. And then we're going to draw another card off of this, which could be really helpful, depending. Oh, it is very helpful. Ooh, that's spicy. Okay. We can copy the Leviathan, guys. We copy the Leviathan, send everything back to their hand at instant speed. Do it again. Let's go. Let's friggin' go. A stock up is fine. A little reload for them, though. Not great. Is it Oculus, man? This is another popular deck that's been popping up quite a bit. That's gonna hurt. The VV is gonna hit us here, but you know what? It's all good. We create a copy of the Leviathan, and bada bing, bada boom, we're drawing another card, hitting him for another free 6 damage. And we've got a smuggler surprise here for the other coma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I hit another land too, I can mill myself a little bit here and maybe find another Leviathan if I'm super lucky. I don't know how lucky I'd get here on that, but all right, we got a land. Step 1 completed. And we're gonna draw 2 cards here. If we get another 3 steps ahead, that'd be kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. I could just play the coma straight up, but I really don't want to. Ah, we missed out. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. They're down to 8. Flashing in the coma here. Guaranteed flashing in the coma, potentially with another Leviathan. Obviously, that would be a no-brainer win for us. But if I have to use the Get Lost too, I could. Ooh, they're doing a Vivi infinite combo. Okay. Can they do the infinite combo though this turn? I don't think so. They've got to have the Vivi in the yard to give its ability to the, creatures here. But what is in there? Okay, just the Mako and then just the Fear missing out. So they can't fling everything. Okay, good. Okay, we're okay, guys. We're okay. They're just setting up for another big turn here. That's fine. And oh no, the Soul Cauldron though. The Soul Cauldron, man. It's gonna give all of these creatures the ability to fling their power at my face. Oof. Okay. Oh man, what do I do? I mean, they need how much mana to do that though? 1, and they've got 1, 2 mana available to them. Fling for 3. Give 1/1 counter here. Fling for lethal. I have to kill everything. I have to kill these. Oh, you hate to see it, man. You hate to see it. You really, really hate to see it. Oh, did we lose this one? Shoot. I guess we might be in the clear if I'm able to potentially get another sweeper off the top, maybe? I don't know. It ain't good, though. I'll tell you that. It ain't good. Another smuggler surprise. That is interesting to me. Ooh, Flood Maw? No, because we're going to be milling out and trying to get the Leviathan. All right, I guess it really does come down to the fact that I need a Leviathan or bust here because they can now officially just pay 1 here and sacrifice this to deal 6 damage directly to my face. So it needs to get off the battlefield. So it all comes down to this, really. It's a Leviathan or bust. We missed. We missed, ladies and gentlemen. We missed. That's going to do it. Opponent got us. They got us with Jeskai Vivi combo, man. Vivi combo. Could I have played that differently to probably win this game? Yeah, sure. There's definitely potential for that. We gave up Soul Guided Lantern pretty early. We also potentially, I think, maybe had another look at more Soul Guided Lanterns because of our stock ups and stuff. I'm not too sure, but it is what it is.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap, yeah.